There is a silent killer in your room right now. You can't hear it, but you can feel it. It's the reason you sat down to work 3 hours ago, but have only written 2 sentences. It's the reason you open your phone to check the time and end up scrolling for 40 minutes. It's the reason you feel exhausted before you even begin. You think you have a focus problem. You think you need more caffeine, a better to-do list, or maybe you've convinced yourself you have adult ADHD. But what if I told you that your brain isn't broken? What if I told you that you are simply operating in a war zone without a strategy? There is a concept used by the most efficient organizations in human history, from the lethal precision of the samurai to the manufacturing dominance of Toyota. It is a system designed to bypass your brain's resistance and trigger a state of immediate, deep flow. It's called the 5S system, and there is a specific 1-minute trick buried within this system that can trick your brain into focusing, even when you feel lazy, tired, or overwhelmed. Today, you won't just learn how to organize your desk. You are going to learn how to organize your mind. But be warned, this requires you to kill the part of yourself that loves chaos. Are you ready to stop fighting your own brain? Let me tell you the story of a man named Leo. Leo is smart, he's talented, he has big dreams of starting his own agency. But Leo lives in a state of chronic low-level panic. His morning routine is a disaster. He wakes up and immediately checks his phone. Dopamine hit number 1. He goes to his desk, which is covered in old coffee cups, tangled wires, and stacks of unread mail. He opens his laptop, and there are 47 tabs open from the night before. He sits down to work, and his brain screams. He tries to write an email, but he sees a bill on the desk. I need to pay that. He opens a new tab to pay the bill, but sees a notification on Twitter. I'll just check this quickly. By 11:00 a.m., Leo has done work, but he hasn't accomplished anything. He feels busy, but he is actually just drowning. Leo believes his problem is internal. He tells his friends, I just can't focus. My willpower is weak. But Leo is wrong. His willpower isn't weak. His environment is hostile. Your brain is a biological machine designed to process information. When you sit in a cluttered space, physical or digital, your brain is constantly scanning every object, every tab, every notification. It is processing the coffee cup, the wire, the bill, the phone. A study from the Princeton University Neuroscience Institute found that visual clutter competes for your attention, drastically lowering your performance and increasing cortisol, the stress hormone. Leo isn't lazy. Leo is visually overstimulated. He is trying to run a marathon while carrying a backpack full of rocks, until the day Leo met a mentor, a man who didn't talk about hacks or apps, but about architecture. Leo, the mentor said, you're trying to force your mind to flow through a dam that is blocked with garbage. You don't need motivation, you need the 5S. The 5S system wasn't created for students or freelancers. It was refined in the fires of Japanese industry to create zero-waste perfection. It is based on 5 Japanese words: Siri, Satan, Seiso, Seiketsu, and Shitsuke. While the West treats cleaning as a chore, the Japanese treat it as a ritual of spirit. If you walk into a Zen monastery, you will see monks sweeping floors that are already clean. Why? Because they aren't cleaning the floor. They are cleaning their minds. They know that the external world is a mirror of the internal world. If your environment is chaotic, your mind is chaotic. If your environment is structured, your mind becomes a blade. Let's break down the system, and I will show you the 1-minute trick that changes everything. The first step is Siri. It translates to sort, but a better translation is the elimination of the unnecessary. Most people think organizing means buying nice boxes to put your junk in. That is not Siri. Siri is realizing that 80% of the things around you right now are dead weight. Leo sat at his desk. His mentor handed him a red marker. Mark everything on this desk that you have not used in the last 48 hours. Leo looked around. The old notebooks? Marked. The stapler he never uses? Marked. The decorative toys? Marked. The 47 open tabs on his browser? All marked. Now, the mentor said, remove them, not to the side, out of the room. This is painful. We are hoarders by nature. We think, but what if I need this sticky note from 2019? You won't. Siri is the practice of extreme minimalism. A warrior does not carry 3 swords if he only needs one. When you strip your environment down to only the essential tools for the current mission, you lower the cognitive load on your brain. Leo cleared his desk. All that remained was his laptop, a notebook, and a pen. He felt a strange sensation. The noise in his head turned down. But clearing the space is easy. Keeping it that way is where the 1-minute trick comes in. This is the secret sauce. This is the step that will cure your ADHD symptoms. Seitan means set in order, or everything has a place. The rule is simple. Friction determines behavior. If you have to search for your pen for 10 seconds, you have created a 10-second gap for distraction to enter. In that 10 seconds, you check your phone. Game over. But here is the 1-minute trick that Leo's mentor taught him. If an action to reset your environment takes less than 1 minute, you must do it immediately without thinking. This is the reset to zero protocol. When Leo finishes a task, he doesn't just stand up and walk away. He spends 1 minute resetting the environment to zero. He closes the tabs he is no longer using. He puts the pen back in the specific holder. He pushes the chair in. He wipes the desk. Why does this work? Because of cognitive closure. When you leave a mess, your brain keeps a background process running. It knows there is unfinished business. When you reset to zero, you signal to your brain, the mission is complete. Stand down. This trick creates a psychological boundary. It separates work Leo from rest Leo. Imagine a chef. A master chef cleans his knife and wipes his station immediately after cutting the fish. He doesn't wait until the end of the night. He does it in the flow. By applying the 1-minute trick, you ensure that every time you sit down to work, you are sitting down to a fresh slate. You are never fighting the ghosts of yesterday's mess. The third pillar is say so. It translates to shine or clean, but in the samurai context, this means respect for your weapons. A samurai would never let his sword rust. A sniper would never let his rifle get dirty. Yet you let your laptop screen get covered in fingerprints. You let your keyboard fill with dust. You treat the tools of your trade like garbage, and then you wonder why you produce garbage work. Say so is the shift from cleaning is a chore to cleaning is a calibration. Leo started a new morning routine. Before he opened his email, before he checked social media, he took a microfiber cloth and wiped his screen. He cleaned his glasses, he dusted his desk. This took 2 minutes, but physiologically something profound was happening. By caring for his physical space, he was telling his subconscious, what we are about to do is important. This space is sacred. You cannot have high-level thoughts in a low-level environment. When you polish your environment, you polish your spirit. You stop being a passive victim of your surroundings and become the master of them. Now we have a clean desk and a ritual. But Leo has a bad day. He gets tired. He gets lazy. The chaos tries to creep back in. This is where Seketsu saves you. It means standardize. It means turning these actions into a system, not a choice. Decision fatigue is real. Every time you have to decide, where do I put this, or when should I clean, you burn glucose in your brain. You want to save that glucose for your actual work. Leo created a code. The code, no phone in the workspace. The code, desktop icons must be 0 at the end of the day. The code, The 1-minute reset happens every time I stand up. He didn't have to decide to be organized. It was simply the standard operating procedure. Think about the military. A soldier can assemble his rifle in the dark, in the rain, while being shot at. Why? Not because he is motivated, but because he has standardized the movement through thousands of repetitions. Seiketsu is about automating your discipline so that you don't need willpower. The final pillar is the hardest. Shitsuke, discipline, sustain. The universe tends toward chaos. It is the law of entropy. If you do nothing, your room gets messy. If you do nothing, your body gets weak. If you do nothing, your focus rots. Order is unnatural. Order requires energy. Leo found that after 2 weeks, the novelty wore off. He wanted to go back to being the old Leo. He wanted to leave the pizza box on the desk. This is the moment that separates the amateur from the professional. Shitsuke is the understanding that you are never done. You don't fix your focus once. You fight for it every single day. The 5S system isn't a cleaning hack. It is a mirror. When you look at your desk, you are looking at your mind. If you cannot control the physical objects in front of you, objects that have no will of their own, how can you expect to control your emotions, your finances, or your future? Leo realized that maintaining the system was the training itself. Every time he applied the 1-minute trick to reset his desk, he was doing a rep for his discipline muscle. He wasn't just cleaning, he was forging Hagan no Ishi, a will of steel. 6 months later, Leo sits down to work. His desk is empty, save for the task at hand. His phone is in another room. The air is clear. He doesn't need to try to focus. He sits down and his brain recognizes the trigger. Clean space, tools ready, system active, snap. He enters the flow state instantly. He writes the code, he builds the agency. He surpasses his peers, not because he is smarter, but because he stopped tripping over his own chaos. His friends ask him, "Leo, how did you get so disciplined? What app are you using?" Leo smiles. He taps his clean desk. It's not an app, it's architecture. Chapter 9, the call to action. Now I am speaking to you. Look around you right now. Look at your desk. Look at your browser tabs. Look at your room. Is it a temple or is it a landfill? Does your environment scream focus or does it scream distraction? You have a choice. You can keep blaming your genetics, your phone, or the modern world. You can keep living in the fog, wondering why you never achieve your potential. Or you can apply the 1-minute trick today. Here is your mission. Siri, throw away or hide 5 things from your desk right now. Satan, designate a home for your phone, preferably out of sight. Seiso, clean your screen. Seiketsu, commit to the reset to 0 rule for 7 days. Shitsuke, do it again tomorrow. This sounds too simple, it sounds too small. But remember, the ocean is made of drops of water. A life of greatness is made of small moments of order. Do not let the chaos win. Master your environment, and you will master your mind. If this video helped you see your distraction in a new light, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. And tell me in the comments below, what is the one item on your desk that you are going to throw away today? Make your declaration public. Kill the clutter. I'll see you in the next video. Be present. Walk the path.